All right, Lisa, so we're going to go on to the next part now. So now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about how many times you've done a substance in the last 30 days and then in your lifetime.
Okay.
So alcohol, any use at all. How many times in the past 30 days would you say that you've drank?
Maybe 15, 20 times. I'd usually just drink socially. I don't really have a alcohol abuse problem.
Okay. And now what about in your lifetime? So when did you start drinking?
Probably when I was 18. Was I more of, like I said, a socially drinker? So
Yeah.
it wasn't anything serious.
And since you've been 18, you've been drinking since then consistently, or?
No, not consistent, no.
Okay. Now, how many times in the past 30 days have you been intoxicated?
The past 30 days?
Mm-hmm.
Probably twice.
Twice? Okay. And in your lifetime?
Have I been intoxicated? My lifetime, I probably couldn't even tell you. Maybe 40, 50 times? I don't even know.
Okay. All right, Lisa. And in the past 30 days, have you done heroin?
Yes.
Okay. And how many times would you say you've used heroin?
In the past 30 days?
Mm-hmm.
Probably 25 times.
Okay. And in your lifetime, so when did you start using heroin?
Heroin, I started about 3 years ago.
Okay. And has it been a consistent?
Yes.
All right. What about meth? Have you done meth in the past 30 days?
Meth I've tried, like I said, socially when I've been out, but it's not something consistent, no.
Okay.
So in the past 30 days, I haven't done meth.
Okay. And when did you start doing meth?
First time I tried meth was probably 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Any other opiates?
I've done oxycodone before. That I've done a couple times actually. In the past 30 days, I've probably done it 10, 15 times in between there.
Okay. And now what about in your lifetime? So how many years have you?
First time I tried that was probably 3 years ago, around the same time I've tried heroin.
Okay. And any other sedatives?
Nope, that's basically it.
That's it? Okay. And what about cocaine in the past 30 days?
Cocaine is more of a social drug for me, so I've never found myself having a consistent problem with it, but obviously it is still a problem. I do it more so when I go out, when I drink.
Okay. And so in the past 30 days, if you had to put a number on it, what would you say?
Cocaine, probably twice.
Twice? Okay. And now in your lifetime, so...
First time I tried cocaine was 2 years ago. And then it wasn't consistent, but every time I go out, not every time I go out, but most of the time I go out, I will try some cocaine.
Okay. Now, any amphetamines?
Not that I know of.
That'd be like any, like Benadryl or?
No.
No? Okay.
Not for pleasure purposes.
Okay. And what about cannabis or marijuana?
Yes. I've been smoking for a pretty long time. That was probably the first drug I did. So the past 30 days, I probably smoked every day.
Every day?
Mm-hmm.
And now, when did you start using marijuana?
Marijuana? When I was 13. So I'm 23 now, 10 years ago.
Okay. And has it been consistent since you? It has? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Any hallucinogens?
Just when I go out. I've tried shrooms before. That's basically it.
Okay. And in the past 30 days, have you
No.
done any? Okay, and in your lifetime, if you had to put a number on it, how many
How
times
many
do you
times
think
I've
you've
done
done?
shrooms? Not that many, probably 10 times.
Okay. All right. Now, in the past 30 days, have you done 2 or more substances at the same time? So that could be like drinking and
Past 30
smoking.
days?
Yes.
I've smoked and drank. I've smoked and done heroin. I think that's basically it that I can think of right now. Yeah.
Okay. And how many times would you say you've done 2 at the
Smoking
same time?
and drinking I've probably done in the past 30 days. As many times as I drank, which was
Okay.
a couple times.
All right. And now, in your lifetime, how long have you been doing 2 or more at the same time?
Well, I've been drinking since I was 18. I've been smoking since I was 13, so the past maybe 4 years. 4 years? 3 or 4 years, that's when I've been doing more than one substance at a time.
Okay. Okay. And now, in your opinion, which substance is the major problem right now?
Right now, health-wise, heroin. It's probably the main concern and my main reason as to why I'm here.
Okay. And how long was your last period of absence from heroin?
What do you mean by that?
Like, how long did you have a period of time where you stopped doing heroin? And if it was, how long would you say that you stopped using?
I've been doing heroin for the longest gap in between, like, maybe 5 days, if that.
5 days? Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. And how many months ago did this end? So how long ago was that 5-day span where you stopped?
The longest time, I don't even know how long ago I stopped doing heroin. Was probably 4 months ago when I had gotten arrested for it.
Okay. Alright. And how many times have you overdosed on drugs in your lifetime?
Overdosed twice?
Twice. And in the past 30 days, have you had one of those?
No.
No? Okay. All right. And how many times in your life have you been treated for alcohol abuse?
Alcohol? Never.
Never? Okay. And what about drug abuse?
I've been treated twice. This would be my 3rd time.
Okay. And how much would you say you spent on alcohol in the past 30 days?
Alcohol? 30 days. Not a lot. Probably like $20.
20?
Mm-hmm.
So in the past month, about 20?
On alcohol? Yeah.
Okay. And what about on drugs? How much would you say you spent?
In the past 30 days?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it varies between, I guess, what drug I'm doing. Past 30 days. Probably close to 300. Yeah.
And how many days have you been treating in an outpatient setting for alcohol or drugs in the past 30 days? So out of the last month, how many times did you spend in outpatient?
Just what I'm doing now, basically, which was started 2 days ago.
Okay. And in the past 30 days, have you experienced any alcohol problems?
Nope.
No. And what about drug problems?
In the past 30 days, yep. I've still been using heroin. I've still been smoking marijuana. That's basically it.
Okay, and have you experienced any problems from this, like shaking or?
Oh, of course. From if I let a big gap in between when I'm doing a bag of heroin, I'll begin to get sick. But usually I don't let myself get to that point when I was doing it, yeah.
All right. And how bothered have you been by your alcohol abuse in the past 30 days?
Alcohol abuse, I haven't really been bothered with it at all.
Okay. And what about your drug abuse?
Drug, I've been really bothered, which is, again, why I'm here. Yep.
Okay. All right, Lisa, we're going to move on to the next part of this, okay?
Okay.
And now this is just about your legal status, so just bear with me on this, okay?
Okay.
So, are you on probation or parole currently?
Currently, I'm on probation. I had gotten arrested about 4 months ago for driving under the influence of heroin. I got reckless driving for that too. So I've been on probation for the past 4 months.
4 months? Okay. All right. So now I'm going to ask you some questions, and I just need to know how many times in your life you've been charged with each one, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to start with shoplifting.
Shoplifting, I've never been charged for.
Never. Okay. What about vandalism?
Vandalism, there was a time when me and a bunch of friends were all on, what were we on? We were all doing meth at this time. After a party, we went to this, it looked like an abandoned house, but I guess it wasn't. And we all were partying in there, breaking glass, causing a scene.
Mm-hmm.
That was, we all had gotten caught. That's basically when I got charged with vandalism.
Okay. All right. And drug charges. So how many times have you been charged with?
With drugs?
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
Twice? Okay. What about forgery?
I've never been charged with forgery.
Okay. Any weapons offenses ever?
Nope, not at all.
Okay. What about burglary?
Nope.
No. Breaking and entry?
Just with the vandalism, that was basically.
Okay. And larceny?
Oh.
No. Okay. What about robbery?
Nope.
No. Assaults?
Nope, I've never gotten charged with anything like that.
Okay. Arson?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Rape?
Nope.
Homicide, manslaughter? Prostitution?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Contempt of court?
Which is basically.
That's if you're, if when you went to court for the 2 times that you said you went to, that would be like if you were there and the judge, you like just
Convicted?
you would
Yeah.
talk back to the judge and you got held in.
Oh, no.
No, never? Okay. Anything else?
No. That's basically it.
Okay. Okay. How many of these charges resulted in conviction? So you said that you got the drug charges. So how many were you convicted for that?
Well, I got put on probation for the driving under the influence. So I'm dealing with that now. I'm trying to think what else. When I got convicted of vandalism, I was on probation for that. That was about a year ago. And then 2 years, I'd say 2 or 3 years ago, I remember I've gotten arrested for marijuana, just smoking in my car with some friends. It was my car, so I got arrested for that.
Okay.
I know when I got arrested for driving under the influence, I had also gotten convicted with resisting arrest. Being that I was under the influence of heroin, I was basically fighting with the cops, acting out. So I got convicted of that as well.
Okay. And what about driving while intoxicated? Any DUIs?
Not with alcohol, no.
Okay, but you did say with heroin as
Mhm.
well. Okay. And any major driving violations? So that would include reckless driving, speeding, driving without a license, anything like that?
Just the reckless driving, which is when I got arrested for that.
Okay. And how many months were you incarcerated in your life? So how many times were you in jail, anything like that?
I was never in jail, but I was in a holding cell for about a couple hours after the first time I got arrested and the second time I got arrested. Well, for the vandalism and for the DUI.
Okay. And so your last time you were in just a holding cell. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And are you presently awaiting any charges, trials, or sentences?
Just trials for my probation to make sure that I'm following my probation officer's requests and keeping up to date with that.
Okay. And in the past 30 days, were you detained at all? Or
Nope.
in jail, nothing like that?
Mm-mm.
Perfect. And in the past 30 days, have you engaged in any legal activities for profit?
For profit? No.
No? Okay. And now, how serious do you feel these present legal problems are?
Considering I don't have a license, it's pretty serious.
Okay. And how important now is counseling for these legal problems?
Well, counseling is part of my probation, so in order to get better for myself and to legally get better, it's pretty important.
All right. We're going to move on to the next part, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And now this is family, social relationship, so just a couple of questions about that, okay?
Okay.
Now, what's your marital status?
I'm single.
Single. Okay. Are you satisfied with the situation? So.
Being single?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Okay. Unusual living arrangements. So that'd be with like friends or family.
Well, I live with my family, but after the second time of getting arrested, I got kicked out, lived with a friend for a while, which was bad because that friend is a drug addict. Most of my friends are drug addicts, so that's when I was consuming most drugs at that time. But I moved back home after that. Then the second time I got arrested, I moved with another friend, and again, it was the same setting, drugs everywhere, all the time, so. But I'm currently living home.
Okay, perfect.
Wait,